Hi everyone, it is I, Heather, and today we are going to finish up my live stream. Although I'm recording this session due to the technical difficulties we had yesterday during the live stream, which was done, what was it, on November 22nd at 3 p.m. You can catch that replay. It is running. I did not edit it out. Is that the word? I did not edit the technical difficulty, so you could see actually what was happening. I'm going to go ahead and you're going to hear me. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and connect my mic. That may help because I'm going to be going back and forth, and I'll explain to you what is going on here. So we're not going to have the picture-in-picture like we did yesterday. My assistant is at work, so it is just I. And in addition to that, I'm not that computer guru enough to handle that by myself. So let me make sure I have all the wires out of the way here. Hopefully that sound is better for you. So he does Tom does all my setup and stuff for me. So we're going to go ahead and do it this way with me. So let's see how far we get. Okay, so as you can see, this is my Wacom 16, or Wacom Cintiq 16-inch screen. I'm going to go over here to my desktop. Like I said, I'm going to be working off of both areas. So today, my sound, I may not be as close to the mic at one point and be a little farther from one, but I wanted to get this video up of the completion of the baby Yeti. And so here we go. And this is the best way we know how to do it. So right now it is on my desktop. And if you watch the screen, I am going ahead and whoop, it was there. I'm going ahead and putting it on my Cintiq. I just slide it on over, and I'll go into in another video a little more in depth as to what actually is happening here. You know, with the Photoshop and that a little more detailed. So right now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change the size of this. It always sets at 25. I'm changing it to 55 so we can do some work. So let me go ahead and kind of fill you in on what is going on. I'm going to try to lower the cam a little bit here so you and I both can see what is happening. Okay, so this may not be the best camera angle for today, but it's going to be as good as we can get for right now. And like I said, my apologies right off the bat. For yesterday's technical difficulties. Hey, we were live, things happen, and let me explain what happened. So we were going along really good, having a good old time, showing you how to do digital coloring, which is pretty much the same thing you can do on paper, you know, except minus the virtual brushes and stuff, you know, but you can do it traditionally, the same colors and everything like that. And I would be coloring the same way as I would, you know, as far as the layers with my colored pencils or markers like I am doing it on here. I try to keep it as simplistic like that, so you all who don't have like a Apple iPad or any tablet with a pencil or a Wacom product or anything like that, you could still color along with me traditionally. Now, I ran this through, as I was saying, through Photoshop. Okay, this is a program that is on my and compatible, very compatible with the Wacom. The technical difficulties had nothing to do whatsoever with any of the Wacom Cintiq products. Okay, they are top of the line, and they are literally a godsend for someone like me and for all artists, but someone like me who has, you know, MS and that, and anyone who has hand elements, everything. It is just a godsend. Okay, And yes, if I'm stuttering or talking a little bit backwards, it's just my MS. And then, most of y'all already know about that, so we're not going to go into detail about that. But yesterday during the live stream, you were seeing the brushes were working just fine and everything. And one by one, it started slowing down. Now, the broadcast system that we go through was compatible with the Wacom. Okay. My computer and that, along with the Adobe Photoshop, everything was running, okay? And the Adobe Photoshop was going, you know what? I'm really not jiving with the broadcast system. So we're going to make things really difficult. And Adobe basically started shutting down. Mind you, no bad things about Adobe Photoshop. It was just something in the system or my computer that was shutting stuff down and locking it down. It took me about an hour and a half to 2 hours to straighten the mess up, okay, and get it pretty much back to the way it was. In that process, all my little things that I had in Adobe, thank God I had my stuff saved otherwhere, on somewhere else on my computer, kind of disappeared. So my Adobe now is fresh and clean again. That didn't have anything to do with it. I mean, it just poof. Anyway, that's another story. Thank God it still saved the history, as you can see here. We still have I don't know what groups 1, 2 is and all this kind of stuff. I didn't make that, but we're not going to touch anything that has miraculously appeared on the screen now. Anyway, so that's it in a nutshell. It was doing what it was to do to shut down because all the processors and stuff running were just going overload, overload, overload. And even though I was getting frustrated and I tried so hard, we would have had this done within the last 15 minutes, this Yeti. It literally broke my heart. I was having so much fun with you guys. It was a nice wintry day. We were talking about, yes, baby Yetis. There he is. He's up on my desk again. He just likes to hang out. But anyway, such is life in the big city. It happened, and we're, Tom's working through it, and we should be up and running. I do not have the PIP picture-in-picture running today, so you're not seeing me because I want to try to keep everything really simple and nothing fancy or anything. I just want to get this tutorial up for you to see. Now, let me recap real quick. This is a photo that I took of baby Yeti wrapped up in a blanket. This is like digital photo manipulation. It's also called bat painting, way back, old name, okay? I then whited out the area. I had basically my Yeti stuffed in there, okay? I whited out the area and drew in the area, which you can see on the tutorial, all white. So I had basically a fresh canvas. Remember, I did not Photoshop this drawing and copied and pasted him into this piece, okay? This is, I drew this all in, as you can see. So we're going to go ahead and continue it here. I have it here because I want to use it as a reference. As you can see, there are some things that are off. More of the blanket here, the way I have him positioned, more of the blanket was covering up his eye. You can see a little more of his eye. Things change. I am not a computer. I am not a robot. I do not draw identical, pretty close to it. But, I'm not a tracing machine, and I really don't like doing that. So here we are. Although I know a lot of other artists who do that, but it's not me. I want to draw and, get it as close as possible. So, like I said, I'm pretty sure I have all the history from what we had yesterday. Which is, yay, good news. And let's go ahead and continue and let's pray that this cooperates today. So I need to find out what layer I am in. I really don't know what those groups are. So the best thing I can do Let me go back. Oh, let me see. I think I'm on layer. I'm on layer 6, layer 5. Oop, don't move. I think it like took everything away here. Layer 4. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and move up to layer 6. This way I pretty much know that this is a clean slate. Okay, now you already know that we've worked on the candy cane. That's pretty much good to go. You know, at the end we may, you know, add some things, but right now I just want to go ahead and let's click on the brush. Let's please click on the brush. And I have my 2 brush things back, which is really exciting news. I'm going to go with a soft round, and I want to go ahead and come in here with some of this darker bluish gray. And it may take a couple minutes to find out what color you really want to go with. This is a 13 point. I want to zip it up a little bit. And I want to go ahead and lock this layer in. And I'm kind of working at a weird angle here, so just bear with me, okay? And let's unlock it here. I want to go ahead and keep too dark, too dark, too dark. There we go. I want to lighten this up a little bit. I want to make it a little bit bigger. And I'm just going to add some shadows. This is still my base color, okay? What I would consider a base color. Okay, so we have some more of this in. I want to go ahead and come on in with the eyes. And really nothing too fancy here. I don't want it to shut down again. I really don't. It was so heartbreaking yesterday. I was just like, are you kidding me? No way. And I'm just laying in, like I said, some of this local color. Go down here to a little bit of this gray. I am working in the same gray field or blue field, I should say, as I'm gonna strengthen up the opacity here, as you know, the one color. It's just various shades. I can talk and think here, not a problem. Okay, so I'm gonna go back here. I want to lighten this back up again. What I did, and this is something I was talking about the other day, I need another layer here. I forget about the layers sometimes. Nothing bad, nothing bad, nothing bad. I'm going to go ahead and come on here. All right. And I want to go ahead and shrink down this brush a bit. Too dark, too dark, too dark. A little more gray. I want to make sure his tooth is sticking out there, and I hope you can see as I'm working. Like I said, I do apologize for the camera angles right now, but it's really important for me to do this the best I can. There we go. And I want to enlarge this a little bit. Whoop. Too dark. All right, let me come back in here. Let's go back to the black. Okay. And now I'm going to start doing the detail here. Gonna shrink it down a little more here. Right, I'm going to go into his nose. All right. Got his little nose going here, and I want to go ahead and do his mouth again. I want to bring out this black. It is the same soft round brush. Gonna up it up a little bit here. And this is really, I mean, this is really a nothing too fancy here on the, what do you call it? The technical difficulties to this Yeti. It's kind of just an easy, basic. I'm going to draw in some eyebrows here. And we're starting to get in some of the detail here a little bit. And I want to come in over here to the smudge tool. If my smudge tool is still here. Oh, how funny. That's not it. No, 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 that's not it. Undo, 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 undo. Oop, nope, that's not it. Oh, no, 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 we're not going to do all this today. Okay, let me go ahead and change this to 55. Something I hit went back. Okay, voila, we're back to the 55, and I am looking for my smudge tool. Interesting, I don't see it, so let's go to brushes here. Like I said, some of the things are here and some of the things aren't. So we're just kind of going to roll with it here. Okay, that's not what I want to do. Yes, we're having fun again. Isn't this so much fun? Okay, so we have my smudge tool. And we're going to go in here and I want to go ahead and soften what I just drew or colored in. Want to make it a little bit bigger in the size. It's not. And what it's going to do is basically soften. Huh, maybe it is. This is so much fun. Truly it is. There we go. It's going to soften or blend out what I just laid down. I had to go ahead and add the smudge tool back on to the thing. Hey, I got it worked out, so we're good to go. And we're just smoothing out the baby Yeti parts. Okay, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to smooth out his eyes a little bit. Let's go ahead and go back up to the brush. I'm going to delete the smudge. Go back in here to general brushes. Go back in here to soft round. And I want to come in and darken. I'm going to blend that down a little bit with my smudge tool. And I'm going to hit some more of that white, or that lighter color. Okay, so I want to come back down here and we're going to work on his eyes a little bit. And I have some dark color. I'm going to go with a soft round and lighten this. And now it's starting to look more like an eyeball. All right, so I want to come in here, get a little bit of this blue, whoop, shrink that down a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to come in and add a new layer. All right, so we have another new layer, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to change the color a little bit, and I want to go ahead and highlight. Still a little too strong. And I want to go in a little bit bigger, just like I would coloring. You want to make those eyes look as realistic as possible. Okay, I'm going to go in here to the light blue. I want to come down here to the black real quick. Okay. A little darker. Like so. Okay, I want to come back in with some little gray here, and I want to whoop a little smaller. See, that's the beauty about this. You can go ahead and delete. I'm going to smudge this out a little bit. I'm giving him basically a little lip, an upper lip. Now I'm going to come in with my white. A little too big. Too white. I'm also going to come in with some light blue because we need some reflections in those eyes. Okay, now it's starting to look like a Yeti. Open this up and I'm going to brush. Gonna make a new layer here. New layer. Change the opacity. Thing about digital, if you don't like it, you can kind of just erase it. Gotta get some highlight here because that shadow. All right. I'm gonna come in with the purple here a little bit. Do. Color. I know I'm awful quiet here. My apologies. Normally I talk more. And don't forget, December 6th at 3 o'clock, we're going more traditional, and we will be celebrating Krampus Day. I know it's a day late, but there we go. Okay, so now we have the eyes in. I'm going to go ahead and come back here and add a little of this light blue here. Whoop. Need to shrink down that brush again. And we need to add the major white highlight in the eye. And I need another layer because I don't. Once you lay in like the eye there, okay, I want to go ahead and make sure my opacity is on the second one. Here we go. Really, really bright. I really want it to pop, okay? I want to go into this smoothing brush and I want to smooth out the layers here. I want to go back a couple layers. That's the thing about the layers. You can just flip through. You can rename them. Right now I'm not renaming any of my layers. I just want to make it through this so the machine doesn't go kapooey again. Open that up a little bit. There we go. Now we got the eyes in. They're definitely sparkling. Let's see, go back into my brush. Now what I want to do is go into some of my fancier, my specialty brushes pretty much. And I'm going to look for some hair here. And it's fun to play with these. Let me see. Aha. I have my white. I have my brush. We're doing it again. Here we go. Nope. Bad, bad. Don't do that. Okay, as you can see, it made some brushes over there. I want to undo that. See, watch this. You just flip over your brush and you can erase. Pretty cool. Really cool, actually. I want to find the right brush that I'm looking for. There we go. See? Gone. I'm going to go in here. And I want to start adding some of the fur to the baby Yeti. A little bit in his ears. Isn't that so cool? Now watch this. Baby Yeti. And I want some of this to grow out of his face like this. So I want to come in down here. This is nothing more but a directional hairbrush, or directional hair brush. I'm going to slide this down. And of course we want some of this fur to come over the blanket. And come down. Of course he's going to have lots of hair. Now there are tons of different ways we could go ahead and do this. I'm going to change up his face here a little bit. This is just a very basic intro into digital coloring. I'm going to add some blue here to soften some of this. But it's so much fun, I kid you not, just to play with the various brushes. And this is very basic. I mean, this is nothing, you know, super, super fancy. And right now, what we have is an adorable baby Yeti in the making. You can come back in here if you wanted to. Maybe darken up some of his fur. Now what I want to show you is I want to go ahead and go back to my soft round brush. Go back up here. And go back up here, shrink down the size a little bit. Add a little highlights in. Now watch. Look it! And there we have a baby Yeti. That's really all there is to this. I mean, you could do this. I mean, if I was going to be coloring this in, I'd be going ahead and doing you know, a gel pen over, you know, to make these fine strands and stuff. But this is what you can create digitally. And it's really fun. Like I said, this is just, there is so many things you can do in coloring this, and so many layers and everything that you can do to create a piece. This is a very like an intro into very basic into digital coloring. But anyway, this is how to finish a baby Yeti. I am, like I said, using my Wacom Cintiq 16-inch. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I still want the 32-inch one. We'll work up to that. But anyway, like I said, it is a godsend when your hands are bad or swollen or painful, and you can use this and you can set it so the shakiness and stuff is out of your hands, and it's just so easy. And you could hear, it's like I'm creating on paper, but it's like a whole different world out there. And I really want to explore this more with you. And we'll do, you know, a live show setting is a lot different. Like I said, I taped this version of it just because of the issues we were having. I didn't want to bog down my computer until we, you know, get everything situated. But I mean, how fun is this? It's just a different way of coloring. We drew on the photo and created this little creature here. You know, there's the inspiration. The little baby Yeti. He arrived on my doorstep. Isn't he cute? I know you guys want these, and let me fill you in on these. Anyway, these are going to go up for sale. I have other ones that I'll be selling too, but I'll let you know when they go online for sale. I'll be taking pre-orders so everyone gets them in time for the holidays and to snuggle with and everything else like that. But really excited about that. Thank you for bearing with me yesterday. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for hanging in there. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, anything live can happen. It happens to other artists I've seen. And it's live. Anything can happen. So thank you for joining me on the second half of this. My apologies for not live. I'm sure you all understand. But here he is, the finished product. And go ahead and sign that little booger. Anyway, and there we have it. Don't forget, be here Sunday 3 o'clock, December 6th for Krampus. Ooh, Lady Heather will be returning. In the meantime, I will be having a whole bunch of videos here added for you to learn from. Don't forget, you can join me on Patreon at www.patreon.com. Heather Valentine. I have 3 tiers, soon to be a few more in there. There's something for everyone. Tons of tutorials, tons of free goodies and exclusive images that you'll only find there. And of course, you have me, basically your personal artist, at your disposal to ask questions and to learn from. Anyway, have a great day. Thank you again. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the fun stuff. Remember, December 6th, we're back to traditional coloring with colored pencils during my live show. I believe that's what I'm going to use. Could be mixed media. I like, throwing in a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, till next time, be safe, stay healthy, and love y'all. Bye for now.